Does your website need more traffic? Well, visit overflowcafe.com today. They make websites popular, and over 41,000 people use their service to gain more customers. They are winning at business. What about you? Visit overflowcafe.com today.
Welcome to Rockefeller's Barbershop. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will be blessed and be glad in Him. Today I want to introduce myself. My name is Rico Rodriguez at Rockefeller's Barbershop here in San Antonio, Texas, 1733 Babcock Road. My phone number is 210-782-5188. Come out and get your haircut here at Rockefeller's Barbershop. You are listening to I Am Refocused podcast on iHeartRadio.
You are listening to I Am Refocused Podcast Special Edition with your host, Shemaiah Reed. This podcast is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. Now, let's tune into today's podcast.
This is I Am Refocused podcast on iHeartRadio, and man, this is going to be an awesome event here at the South by Southwest Kingdom Experience 2018. This is my boy Dre Coop, by the way.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to let me in, man. This is Dre Coop, a.k.a. YO, a.k.a. all over the place, man. Good to be here with you, bro.
So you ready to get this whole weekend kicked off, man? We got some amazing stuff happening, man.
Man, I'm fired up, bro. We got all kind of artists that are going to be coming through here. I'm going to be talking to some of them. First of all, I'm glad to be on I Am Refocused magazine on iHeartRadio. It is going to be a phenomenal event. I'm excited about it.
There's going to be some good artists here. There's going to be some good content, some good stories, and don't you go away. Hey, this is I Am Refocused podcast, and we are right here in Austin, Texas, and this is the Kingdom Experience and the South by Southwest Experience, and I have my guest host today, Mr. Dre Coop. What's up, man?
What up? YO up in the building.
So, Dre, man, tell us who we have today, right now.
Man, today we got Roosevelt Sargent.
How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir.
The author of Victorious, man.
Yeah, Victorious Underdog.
So, tell us, man, tell us what's going on, man.
Yeah, so what I did was I put together this thing, man. It's my book, it's my life story. But what I like to do is I like to do things a little edgy, a little crazy for the kingdom, for the kingdom. So I wrote my life story for years. I traveled as an artist, as a Christian rap artist, for about 15 years, sharing my testimony and you know, just seeing souls get brought to the Lord. But the people that know me closely know some of the intricate details of my life. And for years, people have been saying, "Yo, your life is like a movie," you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna make it a movie one day. And so I ended up writing the book. This is the first step to that. And we're looking for a screenplay next and trying to go there with it.
Now, something about your book, though, very rarely will we find a Christian, Christian book that is actually rated R.
Exactly. And so here's my take on it. Jesus said, "Follow me, I'll make you fishers of men," right?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not the best fisherman in real life, catching fish.
Right.
And I don't know how smart fish are, but I know they're not dumb enough to bite a hook without bait on it.
Right.
They won't just see a shiny hook and bite it.
Right.
So it needs some bait on it, either a worm or another fish, whatever. Big fish eat little fish. So I understand that the bait is what they normally eat, or what they normally like, or what they normally listen to. Yeah. So with this story, I wrote it in a rated R form, meaning I use profanity because I'm talking from my 15-year-old voice.
Okay.
I use very graphic details of some of the things that I've experienced. I went into detail about the day I lost my virginity when I was 12 years old.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Wow. So, and it's some, it's some pretty heavy subject matter. So it's definitely rated R. But I've gone into schools with this to sixth graders. You know what I mean? They're on that level. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
They're watching this stuff on TV. They're seeing this stuff. But the message, the transformational message of Jesus Christ is in the story. The beginning hits you with that hook. that real live action hook. People are stuck. And as I grow older, it takes you on my journey to the day I met Christ and the realities of, you know, what salvation can do for you.
So with that thing, man, I mean, again, nobody would figure that you are an artist. I walk up to you, man, I'm like, yo, that's but I don't see the book writer. Potential movie coming out.
Right.
And when you're walking around and you don't, well, it's not often that you don't have your gear on, but when you don't have your gear on, and people walk up to you and say, man, I see God in you.
That has happened. That has happened. Not very rarely. Very rarely, but it has happened.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a normal thing.
It's crazy because you be like, yo, you know, come to the Lord, man. Jesus Christ loves you. They be like, who you trying to tell me? You got tattoos all up over you, your hat turned backwards.
Yeah.
Man, but you're doing a great work.
Man, praise the Lord. Thank you, man. And really, again, it's really about that me being a fisher of men, man. I understand that we got to catch the fish. And you know what else? I had a cold revelation, man. God loved the world so much that he died for him, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we get a little hard on the world, and we call they sin out, we judge them, we talk about them, whether they, you know, homosexual, this and that, whatever, you know. But you know what God is saying? Those are my souls, and I love them, man.
Yeah, that's real.
Without love, we have nothing. We can go to church, we can do everything. We can make the gospel music, we can write the gospel books, we can do everything. But if we don't know how to love people, we're missing something.
So true, so true. Listen, real quick, man, I know that you're into philanthropy. What are you doing out there?
Well, what I'm doing right now is I just created something called Grit.0, Camp Grit.0, and it's a mentoring program for young people.
Okay.
So I made an acronym with the word grit. Grit, of course, means, the G means grit, the R is resilience, the I is intellect, which speaks to mindset, and the T is tenacity. You know what I mean? Yeah. All those words basically mean the same thing, and it's the ability to bounce back through hard obstacles. And that was my life, man. Okay. It's very common for somebody like myself to have a parent, my father gone, you know, locked up. My daddy was locked up, but my mama was locked up too. So I had that experience with both of my parents in prison. Of course, I had to go live with my grandma. We was in crushing poverty. When my mom and dad got back together, they took us through a whole world of just madness, crime and drugs and homelessness and poverty. And I was a teen parent. I was involved in a murder at the age 15. Like, I had everything that plagues our youth in our society happen to me. You know.
And you also manage artists.
I manage artists too. So right now we're working with what's called Victorious. Victorious is my thing. I love the word and I love what it means. Victory in Jesus. So Victorious Artist Management Company is another thing that I do. Like I said, I traveled for 15 years as an artist, and I really learned the music business. I started my own record label called CSR Entertainment several years ago, and we produced the first Christian rap group to perform on the Soul Train stage called the CL Ryderz. Wow. Yeah, back in 2004. And I just learned the business. So now what I'm doing is I'm working with other young artists. I'm here tonight with the Turn Up Bros, who will be performing at the Kingdom Experience tomorrow night. So what we're doing is I'm showing these guys how to navigate through the music industry without being taken advantage of by certain individuals, labels, or whatever. You know what I mean? Just doing it the righteous way, man. And just, you know, giving God the glory, man. Just trying to be a mentor through everything that I do.
Man, that's about all I got, man. You want to say something to anybody out there while we got you on here?
Man, I would love for everybody to check me out. Check out victoriousunderdog.org. Check out my story. I'm open to talk to anybody that wants to send me an email. Please be on the lookout for Turn Up Bros, and that's TURNUPBROZ.org. Check them boys out. You can check out the music videos, and I just want to encourage everybody. This is what we do, man. We love the Lord, and we loving people through our art, through our music, our testimonies, and no matter what you go through in life, no matter how many mistakes you make, no matter how bad of hand you was dealt, you can always get up. You can always get up.
You preaching, right? You up in the pulpit yet?
Amen. I do that too.
All right, then. That's what I'm talking about. Well, listen, man, thank you so much for coming through, Shemaiah.
And before we let you go, we got still about 3 minutes. Talk to the artists out there who don't know how to get themselves out there. You know, trying to market themselves, trying to get the deals, trying to get those concerts, venues. Talk to that real quick.
Okay. Basically, first it starts with stuff like this. We're here at South by Southwest at the Kingdom Experience. This is an amazing networking opportunity. You know, and this week you don't know who you're gonna run into on the streets of Austin, Texas. You know what I mean? So get yourself out there, network, meet people. You know, get some business cards made and get a profile on the internet and network. It's all about building relationships, man. Because people right now. I come from a time when there wasn't a whole lot of Christian rappers, so they was flying me all over the country. Now there's a local rapper in every town, in every city, at every church. They don't need to do that. So if they don't know you, they're not going to book you. So if you want to get booked, you got to get yourself out there and do some networking, build some relationships with some people. And because we're kingdom minded, we're family oriented. So those relationships are what's going to ultimately take you where you need to go.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Well, any shout outs you want to do in closing? Any shout outs?
Man, I want to shout you guys out for giving me this opportunity. This is the first interview that we had since we've been here. We're looking forward to doing a lot of stuff. So, man, much love to y'all. Much love to the Turn Up Bros. And everybody, man, if you're listening, check out victoriousunderdog.org and turnupbros.org. Check us out. We got if you're listening, if you got a radio show, a podcast, or a video show, you can check us out at victoriousmgmt.com. That where you can get free music, free videos to play on your shows.
There you go, guys. We are going to come right back. I'm hanging out with my boy Dre Coop.
Check out YO Dre Coop on the Refocus. I Am Refocus podcast. Look,
Yes,
I'm over
sir.
here tripping because the music is just banging, man. It's energy through this spot.
Yeah.
Check us out. I Am Refocus podcast.
Yes, sir, on iHeartRadio. And I want to give a big shout out to our number one partner. We are doing this special podcast because, you know, every single Thursday we are at the barbershop, Rico Rodriguez, Rockefeller's Barbershop. Shout out to them in San Antonio. And we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. We got more artists coming your way on iHeartRadio.
Yeah.